In this video, we're going to finally demystify the question, the myth of, does a satin semi-gloss ukulele sound better than a gloss ukulele? I don't know. Stick around. We'll find out. Welcome to Ukulele to Pros. I'm Terry Carter, and it's an honor to be doing this video because I just happened to get these two instruments in. These are both the Koa T100s, but this one has the satin finish, semi-gloss, either one is fine, and the gloss finish. So I figured, let's do a video because there's so much stuff out there saying the satin finish is better, it makes the uke sound bigger and fuller, and then the gloss, it stifles the sound a little bit. I don't know, but that's why I'm doing this video, because you are going to be able to decide for yourself. So anyway, if you're new to Ukulele to Pros, make sure to subscribe, turn on that bell notification, and then throughout this video, make sure to leave some comments. I might ask you some questions, but let me know what you're hearing, what your thoughts on these two things. Maybe you're a builder. Maybe you have experience with this as well, and then smash that like button and share this video with all your other ukulele friends. So, all right, so we dive in. We're going to go into do some playing on this satin finish and also this gloss finish. What we're going to be using was really nice that I have exactly the same instrument, totally the same. These are the T100s Koa. These are both available stored at ukulelepros.com, the #1 site for all your ukulele needs. These have the same strings, the Koa strings on them, same size, same everything, except for this one has the satin finish on it and this one has a high gloss. Is it going to make a difference? Let's do some playing and find out. All right, audience participation, your participation now required. Which one did you think sounded better? The satin finish or the gloss finish? So let me hip you with a few things I do know about satin, and maybe you know a little bit more about me. Let me know in that comment below if you do. All right, so the gloss finish. All right, so basically both of these are sprayed. They have to be sprayed, okay? Not many of the high-end ukes are just like raw wood. So they do have some kind of spray on them. And then the high gloss, you can really get the high gloss by buffing these things out. Okay, so they do take a little bit more time and care to get the high gloss finish, but they both do have a spray on them. So I think there's a misconception thinking that a satin finish doesn't have any kind of spray on them. The idea is that when you put a spray on the ukulele, this is what people think. When you put a spray on like a gloss, that it gets into the pores of the wood and then it stifles the sound a little bit. So it's not really necessarily the case because both of these have to be sprayed just because this one has a high gloss. Now, when you're talking about like a French polish, that's something a little bit different. Or if you're talking about some of the cheaper ukes, like literally they feel like they're just raw wood, and they still have some kind of coating on them because you got to protect them somehow. But anyway, that's kind of the misconception. So the idea is that the satin finish sounds bigger, sounds more open because the pores aren't soaked in with this high gloss. So anyway, what did you think on that first playing? I'm going to do some more playing. Don't worry. And again, if you like these ukuleles, these Koa or any other thing you need, store it at ukulelepros.com. what do you think so far? Satin finish, gloss finish. Are you hearing a difference? Do you like one better than the other? Leave that comment below. By the way, if I didn't mention that, these are both all solid Koa wood tenor ukuleles made in Hawaii, so nothing but the best. If you like any of the stuff that I'm doing in these pieces, I teach all that stuff over at ukuleletoPros.com. That's my instructional site, and over 20 courses, a premium membership. Come be a part of the Ukulele to Pros Nation. All right. So is the gloss stifling the sound of this ukulele here? And this one, is it more open? Is it fuller? I'm not sure. I want you to let me know. I'm going to do one more piece here. I'll do one more piece. And then I'll tell you my opinion at the end. All right, now, are you ready? It's verdict time. So, by the way, if you dug that blues, I got some great blues stuff over at ukuleletoPros.com. So, did the satin finish sound bigger? Did it sound fuller than the gloss finish? Because, like I said, what is a gloss finish? It gets into the pores of wood and doesn't let it breathe so much. But before I tell you that, just keep in mind that these ukes, even though they're the same ukes, Koa T100 tenors, that all from Koa wood, that from instrument to instrument, every instrument sounds different. Doesn't matter if the wood was taken from the same tree, you built two exact instruments, it's going to sound different, even if they both had gloss or both had semi-gloss on them. So just keep that in mind. So, but which one sounded bigger? Which one sounded fuller to you? All right, let me tell you. All right, so when I have the satin finish one, it does sound nice and open sounding. It actually has a really nice warm tone to it as well. All right, is it the satin finish? Let me grab the gloss one. All right, so now I got the gloss one. Let me do the same thing. To me, this gloss one, it has a little bit more of a focused sound, right? It's a little bit of a tighter sound. It's still beautiful sounding ukulele, but it just doesn't quite sound as open. All right, so was that the difference of the gloss finish or the satin finish making the sound more open? What do you think? Leave a comment below. I'm here with these. They both have a unique sound to them. I will say that. I will say that this one does sound a little bit more wider. The spectrum of the EQ, a little bit bigger sounding, a little bit wider sounding, while the gloss finish does have a little bit more of a tighter focused sound in it. Is it the wood? Is it my playing? Is it the gloss finish? So anyway, there you go. Now you have a little bit of experience with this. I mean, these are called satin. Sometimes they're called semi-gloss versus the gloss. Do you like one or better than the other? Leave that comment below. I do appreciate you being here, sharing the video, smashing the like button, all that kind of stuff. If you want to connect with us more, don't forget store.ukuleletoPros.com. If you want either one of these instruments, you can also find us at Patreon and also over on our Instagram account. So I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Be safe, and we'll see you in the next one.